What's going on, everyone? This is Reggie Haynes, and you are tuned in to another edition of the RHTV Podcast. Now, today, I'm going to get straight to the point. Am I an atheist? Now, living in Africa, I know there's been a lot of people, they always approach me. Hey, what religion are you? You're Christian, right? You believe in Jesus? And I always say no. To find out more, stay tuned after these messages. The House of Reggie's visits Mentor Center, premiering soon, only on Mentor Center TV. Okay, so first off, I want to thank all of our sponsors and all of the people who have been a part of the RHTV Podcast Network. That includes the other podcast, Too Real for the World Podcast. If you want to tune in to their previous episodes, click the links in the description below. And also, those who are a part of the audio-only podcast episodes who feature my guests, Queen Edwina and King Kwame, you guys can click the link in the description below as well. Now, for me, I'm going to get straight to the point. The title is, Am I an Atheist? I would say I'm not, but I would say that a lot of people who are within certain religions think that I am. I've always looked at religion within the African community as being something to where, okay, you have your beliefs, but I don't believe in it because I've gone in depth to see how religion and many other belief systems and tactics have been used in order to turn us African people against each other. I don't have any problem with anybody who believes in certain religions. But my thing is just because I don't believe in what you believe in doesn't mean that I'm against you. I've had so many people, from females, from business people, from youths, from elders, tell me if I don't believe in what they believe in, I'm going to hell, or I'm a bad person, or I am an atheist. And I always tell them, whatever you feel like I am, at the end of the day, that's your prerogative, that's your perspective, but I know who I am. And that's what matters the most. And another thing that matters the most is, with me, if somebody believes in something that I don't, because I don't really have a religion, I don't. My thing is I respect everyone's religion within the African community, as long as they're not led to be divided amongst themselves, amongst each other, leading them to be easily conquered. So my thing is this, is that whenever somebody doesn't believe in what I believe in, which is African empowerment, African truth, African unity, yeah, at that moment I don't have nothing for you. But if we are a part of the African community and we're about unity and we're about truth and we're about African empowerment, I don't care what religion you are a part of, I am always going to do whatever it takes in order to make sure that we are progressing every step of the way. And, you know, hopefully you can do the same. At the end of the day, I know that there are a lot of people that always look at me as being a problem, always looking at me as being someone who is stubborn, egotistical, negative-minded, whatever. And it's because I don't believe in what they believe in. If you go deep in depth to see what a lot of people's mindsets are, if you are hating me because I don't believe in what you believe in, I'm looking at you as a person who's being controlled by something that's evil. But if you're a person that has this belief and you respect the fact that I don't believe in what you believe in and I don't agree with all the things that you agree with in life, then that means that you are a person that I can actually see as an ally rather than a liability, as an ally rather than a person who is listed as somewhat of an enemy. So my thing is to where I don't want enemies in my life. I don't want negative people in my life. If you don't like me for not believing in what you believe in, so be it. We don't have to be in each other's lives. That's why they call it a block button, because I don't really interact with a lot of people on a consistent basis anyway, other than my students and, you know, my queen and my family. But at the end of the day, most people contact me when it comes in regards to communication online or on the phone, and you have a block button, use it. You don't have to watch me because I'm not watching you, because I already know who you are. I know how you look at me, how you view me. And I can't live my life knowing that there are people in this world that look at me as a liability or as an enemy just because I don't believe in what they believe in. I feel like that is just them being controlled negatively, and I can't be a part of that. So for me, my thing is this. I'm going to continue to be who I am. I'm going to continue to be respectful of everybody else's beliefs as long as they are respectful of themselves, the African community, and when it comes in regards to them respecting me. Because I feel like in my life, I can't let no one in who is definitely going to try to bring me down in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So I know I'm going to go more in depth on another episode in the future, but I just wanted to answer all the questions. Am I an atheist? The answer is no. And for anybody that wants to come on as a guest, the contact information is in the description below. And also for those people who have not been catching up with the new content that's been coming on my other YouTube channel, Reggie Haynes in Africa, be sure to check it out. And also don't forget, check out the Too Real for the World podcast featuring Michael and Kudzi, two phenomenal hosts who are doing a great job talking about things from a teenage perspective going into adulthood. And then also don't forget about those who are part of the Art of the Covenant, who are always on the podcast with me, the RHTV podcast that is Queen Edwina and King Kwame. And also be sure to check out the RHTV Network, where we have different content, TV series, and then we also have different things like documentaries, music videos, etc. And I'm just so thankful for everyone who supported us so far. And as Michael would say from the Too Real for the World podcast, don't forget to sponsor us. What that means is sponsor us if you can, and also support us at the same time. Again, this is Reggie Haynes. You tuned in to another edition of the RHTV podcast. I'm so thankful for Kudz and Michael for producing this episode, and I hope you guys have stayed put for the whole entire episode and enjoyed what you saw today. Again, this is Reggie Haynes, and I'm signing off. Peace and love.